of the stars of Sherman's Showcase, Sherman McDaniels, is here.
Hold on, wait, one of.
Worms! Outrageous! Hey, this looks like it's made from elephants.
We just want to thank God. Y'all really gonna boo God for real?
Hi, Emmy, man. You're welcome for having me.
Glad we see eye to eye on this. I went for something understated.
You shied.
Hey, I'll be the disco ball.
Yes, we could hang you upside down and spin you around.
I don't think you should be talking about hanging black people, David. We were doing some drugs.
Boom, there you go. That was a trailer for Sherman's Showcase Season 2 arriving on October 26th. I'm Kuya P. This is Nerds Rule the World. And you see on the screen, I have some special guests. I got Bashir and Diallo, the showrunners, creators. Thank you both for your time today. I appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for having us, man.
Definitely. So I was doing my research a little bit. You know, y'all did this during season 1, during COVID times. We're still in COVID times. And it was a lot of work and difficult to get season 2 off the ground. Tell me about a little bit about that journey, bringing us this amazing new season, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I mean, we started writing it in November 2020, and we were going to originally shoot it at the top of 2021, but then there was, there's a little bit of a spike. There was a little bit of a COVID spike at that time, so we couldn't do it. We decided to err on the side of safety. And then, so we started, we had to go off and do our other shows, Southside for HBO Max. We came back to Sherman's Showcase in October 2021 and wrote about like at least 60% new season. You know what I mean? Like, we came back to the old scripts. We did a lot of rewriting. January 2022, this year comes around. And even though now people are vaccinated, there's still this, it was some kind of weird spike. Oh, that was the Omicron spike. I'm sorry. 2021 was the Delta spike or something. Anyway, things were spiking. And so we still had to do all kinds of weird COVID protocol where like, dancers have to dance like 3 feet apart, whatever the numbers were. We still had to really deal with that stuff, and we still had to have masks on set when we weren't filming, and there was still a lot of stress. But I think the good news is that everything that made this season is really, really something that we fundamentally believe in. We think it's something that fundamentally represents what the show is about. There's no filler. We only get 20 minutes an episode, so we just have to make sure that everything that's in there is super solid, clear, and worthy of our fans who've been waiting so long for a season 2.
Definitely. Well, again, thank you both immensely for giving us this, despite all of the challenges that present itself during the construction of this. Because as we all know, as persons of color right now, in this current times, it's hard to laugh, and we need someone to laugh, and it's difficult. So to you, Bashir, yes. I apologize if I mispronounced your name. But what was it for you coming back and doing this? And what were some like skits you had in mind that you were really looking forward to bringing in season 2?
I mean, I'm blessed. I feel like anytime that you get to make something that you care about in this business, it's rare. I think the more money is to be made realizing other people's dreams. And so, which explains why we don't make so much money. But it's like we do try to realize our own dreams. And frankly, as long as we can do it, we're going to do it. I'm really proud of the show. We have a collection of artists who make Sherman's Showcase. Sherman's Showcase is made by artists. It's made by people who are all underpaid and all overworked, but they believe in the vision. And so that goes through every department head. We have a costume designer who's Emmy winning, who did some costumes this season that I think belong in a museum. Our production designer, we have this thing where we take no matter what we're doing, we all shoot it on our stage, right? So like, one of my favorite movies of the past couple of years was Dune. I'm a big sci-fi nerd. I love Dune. I love the original. I love the new version very much. I think Dennis and his team killed it. But we wrote our own little version of that sketch, and actually, it really looks really damn good considering I know how much it costs to make that sketch. And it's not a lot of money, and so. But we also have episodes about Africa where I feel like the jokes are really coming from the inside. They're coming from writers who we know who are both Chicagoan and African. And so we have like this great sense of like, hey, we're going to make jokes that everybody can laugh at. We have great artists like Issa Rae comes through and she played a character. And we have an episode about fashion, kind of loosely inspired by Rihanna's fashion show, which is so avant-garde and so wonderful. You know, we have a whole episode that's based on The Grind, which is the MTV show with Eric Nies.
Oh, man.
And the weird camera angles and everybody going crazy and like, you know, Tribe Called Quest performing. And that's the whole vibe of it, right? And so we want to be true to that. So, you know, this show for us is wish fulfillment. For me, personally, it goes too fast. Like, I wish we shot it over the course of like a month. Over the course of 2 or 3 months, and we only shot like one sketch a week. Instead, we actually have to shoot like over the course of 1 month, and we have to cram as much stuff from as many episodes as possible in every single day. Again, that's part of what comes with being able to make a show that we care about this passionately. And if that's what it takes to make it, we'll do it forever because, you know, frankly, the proof is in the pudding. I think fans are going to be shocked at how funny the season is.
Dope. All right. Well, that's why we, the people that's watching this right now, got to support so we can get a season 3 in the books.
Let's go.
That's absolutely right.
Let's go. So, Diallo, similar question. What were you really looking forward to skit-wise within this new season?
Oh, just, you know, like I just wanted to expand the palette of what is Sherman Showcase. So, you know, what Bashir was saying earlier, like we wanted, you know, jokes to come from different places. We wanted songs that nobody saw coming. We have one song that is like our first attempt to do like rock music because our belief is that rock is another form of Black music. Do your history. But also we have a hip hop tribute to Bow Wow, the rapper. You know what I mean? Like we've got a little bit of everything in the mix. And it's just so important to us that like people just turn it on. Like I would even say, don't feel like you have to watch the trailer or have to watch any of the things on YouTube. Just go to AMC Plus and just hit play on season 2. I guarantee you will finish the season because everything that we're doing this season just feels like we have just, you know, found a way to bring people more of what they love about the show.
Okay, I've taken it easy on you both so far, so I got to give you a hard one. Y'all talk about a lot of different topics, right? Was there a particular topic that you didn't do because you was afraid or just, you know, I don't know if we want to touch it?
No, can I answer that one, Bashir? No, I mean, like I'll say that if we're laughing at it, we went ahead and did it. I'll say that like the only thing that prevented us ever from doing something was because we shoot everything on a stage. We felt like if we couldn't fulfill our vision on that stage for, you know, either monetary or scope reasons, like then we didn't do it. But you know, Bashir and I worked on the Late Night with Jimmy Fallon and the Tonight Show for a very long time. We had people come in from, you know, everybody from, you know, Diddy to Gwyneth Paltrow. Like it just didn't matter. Like we had people coming in every night, and some people wanted to have fun, and some people were a little bit close to the chest with what they were willing to do. But at the end of the day, we wanted everybody to have fun and come back. And I feel like that's our vibe on Sherman Showcase. And that's why we get people from Vic Mensa to Chance the Rapper to Issa Rae to Quincy Jones to Common. And John Legend is the executive producer of our show. Trust me, if we were doing stuff that was in bad taste, John wouldn't want his name attached. You know, we really come on some, and ultimately we're coming on some love. Like we love to do this show. We love to share that love. We express our love through humor. And if people don't get that, then they really don't know us because, you know, we're not out here trying to burn bridges. We're just trying to have fun.
So, Bashir, did you want to add anything to that?
No, I was just going to say that, you know, I think that to some degree, it's important to us that our show is like comfort food. You can get like controversial takes, ripped from the headline sketches, so many other places, especially on the internet. I mean, you're not going to out sketch TikTok or YouTube at this point because they don't have to put together a union crew and have lighting and a script to get approved. They just, hey, homie, come over. We're going to shoot a little sketch, right? And I watch all that stuff, and it's all really funny. But for us, as you know, guys who are doing it on a show, it actually makes the burden on us to do something that's more timeless because we can't do something that's too topical. Because who knows when it's going to air? We wrote a topical sketch. You know, if we wrote a topical sketch for this show, it would have been written 4 years ago. And it'll be airing now, and people will be like, what is this old ass shit? Like, we don't do that. So for us, it's like, no. Our goal is how do we do a show that if you watch it in 30, 40 years, it's still funny. That's a high bar, but I think it's a bar we aim for every single episode.
Dope.
Yep.
Well, thank you both. You guys are amazing. Thank you, y'all. Check out Sherman's Showcase when it arrives on October 26th on IFC and AMC Plus. I'm Kuya P. This is Nerds Rule the World. Appreciate y'all.
Thanks, QUP.
This is a weird story. I was at the zoo, and there was a lot of commotion over in the gorilla area. I get over there. There's a giant monkey throwing flaming barrels. He got barrels over his head. He throwing them at people left and right. And people was running crazy. And I saw this Japanese man about to get hit, innocent man. So I ran over. You know me, I'm a hero. I saved his life. Once they got that situation under control, by the way, they shot the monkey. Turns out, wasn't just any old man. It was legendary video game designer Shigeru Miyamoto. And he thanked me. He said I inspired a new video game. And I told him he should call it Crazy Crazy Monkey Barrel, but he picked a different name. Successful, and then months later, he came back to me and he said, "Hey, Sherman, do you want your own video game?" And I said, hold on. One sec. I said, "Brother, you ain't said nothing."
There was 16 minutes of text back and forth before the gameplay even started. It was very confusing. We hated the game. Ultimately, we repurposed the graphics for a Spider-Man game, which wasn't hard because Sherman's character also shot webs for some reason. Also, the zoo story is fake. It wasn't the zoo, it was a bar. And it wasn't barrels, it was Sherman throwing bricks of cocaine.
We'll be right back.